had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Buying some time as he moves left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Loveland. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 7, Michigan 0.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
7, Michigan 0.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this. Their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Fires to the right. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Loveland. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ibuka. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver you, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Gonna run it. It's Judkins. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Looking to take a shot. It's complete. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Finds the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And what?
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not,
he lets it fly. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
you know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Dances away to buy time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Wants to throw on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Looking to pass. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going up top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 21, Michigan 15.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So
he'll take the deep shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Howard. They're setting up the screen. Keeps the legs moving. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? On 4th down, going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Loveland. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dances away. He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Edwards. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Loveland. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, the QB so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Keeps looking downfield. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ibuka. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Obliterates him, still on the move. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels.
Ohio State 29, Michigan 23.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working that left side. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And how about the answer from this defense? You give up a huge play. What do? Bounce right back, rush the quarterback, put pressure on him, and get the enormous sack.
Looking to throw on second down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can step up now on this 4th and goal situation to come up with a TD to win this game?
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They want that clock to run. Still on his feet at the 45. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to go up top on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Back to throw, it's Orji. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.